I have a question, Stuart. This is Carol.
Miss Carol,
What is the best way to use life as the teacher?
listen to it, learn from it. Don't be afraid to look at life and see a reflection of yourself because it's teaching you exactly what you have to do inside yourself to grow. It's a mirror. Each person sees their own unique reality. Life is the mirror of that reality, and it is telling us all about us all the time. We have to get strong enough to be able to receive that teaching unconditionally, not be afraid of it, allow it to take us deep enough in ourselves so that we can use it to connect with a higher force of energy in the universe. It's telling us about the good things about us, telling us about the not so good things, it's telling us about everything in life. The only thing that's missing is us listening to it. We know better than life, which is absurd. It's been around here for millions of years. Life, it knows much more than any one of us. That's, to me, the best way. And what you see in your life is going to be different than what I see in my life. But what you see is telling you about yourself. Just have to be strong enough inside to accept this, listen to it, learn from it, embrace it, and let it be a guide instead of an enemy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question? Most people are at war with life. They have so much tension inside them, and their inner world is so complicated that they spend all their time blaming the objective world, life, for all their problems. And that's not the case. The objective world is just telling us that we are the cause of all the problems in life. We have to change inside. We have to grow inside. We have to open our hearts and find deeper love inside ourselves, unconditional love and respect for the very sacred nature of life. We're given this time. I mean, just think the miracle of birth. Each and every human being is given 50 years, 60, 80 years, 90, 10 years, certain amount of time here to learn how, to allow their soul to evolve and get closer to spiritual enlightenment. And most of that time is wasted just fighting with life instead of listening and embracing it and recognizing that it's sacred. Time is sacred. Life is sacred. Space that we live in is sacred. And we're not born here to mess it up. We're born here to learn from it and grow and evolve because of it. You start seeing the world that way, your whole inner life is going to change, and the world around you is going to change. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? I mean, time itself is so precious. And, it's just a shame how people just take it for granted, cheapen it. instead of recognizing that every moment of our lives is precious. Every moment of our life is sacred. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? In just doing this, each and every person, when they do this, they become a child of God living in the world. They don't have to don costumes. They don't have to, be religious or belong to sects and cults and all this kind of. I mean, they just literally transform themselves to being a child of God. It's like that Japanese saying, I'm sure you're tired of hearing it, before enlightenment, carrying water and plowing the fields. After enlightenment, carrying water and plowing the fields. Before enlightenment, I was this and that. After enlightenment, I'm still this and that and the other, except I'm doing it with more consciousness, with more respect, with the realization that I am living in a sacred world. Now, as I said a million times, we can't change other people unless they want to be changed. But we can change ourselves so we can get strong enough to deal with other people's tension without allowing it to interrupt with our connection with a higher force of energy in the universe. Does anyone else have a question? I just have it now. Tomorrow Kenny is going to upload or download or whatever it is, 3 of my little essays on my website. I think numbers 71, 2, and 3. And it'll be available for you to read and hopefully learn, in a very good way, the kind of thing that I teach and that I learned from my teacher, trying to pass on. So, there'll be 73 of those things on my website. There's 30 something to do. It'll take another 3 months to get them all uploaded on the website. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? And just an addendum to all this, to do what I'm talking about, it's not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of, letting life run all over us. Because to do what I'm talking about and to live in this world, you have to be very, very strong inside. You have to build a system that's capable of dealing with all this crap that goes on in life and still maintain a connection with God, higher. And you have to be very, very strong to do this. Meditation helps to build that kind of system. It's what it's for. And it's really important to recognize that. Okay, if there are no more questions, there will be meditation on Sunday. Thank you. God bless you all. And again, I keep telling you, you all my teacher, my guru. I come here to learn. I come here to use whatever the universe has put in front of me as a tool to learn. And these classes are doing an amazing thing. So God bless you all for being part of this and being part of my life. And I hopefully will see you all on Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.